I dropped JEE. I have no degree, no IIT, no professor, no coaching center. I am from Kota. And I am going to build a physics simulation engine for India, ISRO and DRDO in 365 days alone. This is day one and today I want to tell you exactly who I am, what I am building and why I choose this path over everything else. Myself, Mayank Pandey, I am 17 years old, live in Kota. I was preparing for JEE for the past year, sitting in a coaching center, studying 10 hours a day, solving mock tests, doing everything I was supposed to do. And somewhere in that process, I came across something that changed everything for me. I found out that India, a country that launched Chandrayaan, that built the Pinaka rocket launcher, that has DRDO with 50 plus research labs, does not have its own physics simulation software for defense and aerospace. We import it from America, from Europe at a massive cost every single year. That bothered me more than any JEE problem ever did. I know what you are thinking, why drop JEE, finish the exam, get into IIT, then build your engine, right? Here is the honest truth. JEE preparation takes 2 years, then BTEC takes 4 years, that is 6 years before I even start building what I actually want to build. 6 years of preparing for examination, attending lectures, writing assignments for subjects I did not choose, while the thing I actually want to build is still untouched. I do not have 6 years to wait, and honestly, India does not either. And here is something most people do not know. IISc Bangalore, my actual target. Their startup incubation cells accept external entrepreneurs, not just IIT students, not just professors, anyone who has built something real and valuable. So I made a decision, instead of spending six years qualifying for permission to build, I will spend 12 months actual building and let the work speak to itself. Let me explain what I am actually building, because the term confuses people. A physics engine is software that simulates the physical world inside a computer. When ISRO tests a rocket trajectory before spending thousands of crores actually building and launching a rocket, they run it in a simulation first. That simulation is powered by a physics engine. When DRDO designs a new missile, they test the aerodynamic, the trajectory, the impact physics inside a computer-first physics engine. Games use them too, but a defense-grade physics engine is completely different. It needs to be accurate, a real-world physics, because the margin for error is missile simulation is not same as the character falling off a cliff in a video game. That is what I am building, India's own, from scratch, in C++. India's defense budget this year crossed 6 lakh crore. We are the 4th largest military in the world. We have ISRO that successfully land on the south pole of the moon. But the simulation software that tests our weapons, our rockets, our satellites before they are built, mostly important, mostly American, mostly expensive annual licenses. MATLAB, ANSYS, Simulink, powerful tools but foreign tools. Tools we do not control, do not own and customize clarified defense applications. Atmanirbhar Bharat cannot stop at manufacturing. It has to reach software too. That is the gap. And a physics simulation is built in India for Indian applications open to Indian research is a direct answer to that gap. People ask me, why not wait, clear JEE, get into IIT, then do this with better resources, a degree behind your name, professors to guide you. My answer is simple. The skills I need, mathematics, physics, programming, I can learn them in 12 months of 12-hour focused study. I have mapped it. I have a day-by-day plan. Phase 1 is mathematics, phase 2 is programming, phase 3 is physics, phase 4 is engine architecture, phase 5 is the build. 4,000 hours of focused, intentional learning bits, 4 years of college lectures where half your time is spent for preparing examination for building things. I learn better when I am building towards something real, not towards a rank. Last question on the mission. Why not just get a job, do an internship, join a defense company after college? Because no company in India is building this. No startup has attempted a defense-grade physics simulation engine from scratch. The gap exists because it is genuinely hard. Mathematically, technically, and in terms of sheer sustained effort, I am choosing to do hard things starting today, day one. Okay, enough mission talk. Let me show you what day one actually looked like. I studied 2 things. I am going to be completely honest about all 2. I studied Linux by TCM Security course. First, Linux. I worked through the TCM Security Linux fundamental course today. Linux is the operating system that runs most of the world's servers. It runs the computers at ISRO. It will run my physics engine. I need to understand it from the ground up. Today I covered the Linux file system, how everything is organized from the root directory. I learned the core commands is to list files, cd to navigate, mkdir to create directory, chmd to get file permission. It sounds basic, but understanding the structure why Linux organizes files, that is the real lesson. It is like learning system before you learn to drive. Then second, I learned GitHub. I watched a complete 1.5 hours of lectures today on Git and GitHub. Git is a version control. Every single channel I make to make engine code gets time-stamped and tracked. If I break something, I can go back to any previous version. It is like unlimited undo for a code base. And I made my first commit today. My first commit today just said day one started. That's it, but it is on GitHub. It is time-stamped. It is real. 365 days from now, when the engine is complete, that will first commit will still be there. Day one, the proof of where this is started. That's today I learned. Day one is done. Tomorrow I go deeper into Linux. I will write my first actual Python script and I start algebra, some basic maths, derivatives, the mathematics that turns position into velocity, velocity into acceleration, the heartbeat of every physics simulation ever built. If this journey interests you, subscribe. Not because I am asking you to, because tomorrow I will be back with day 2 and the day after that with day 3. Every single code, every single day, 365 times. Jai Hind.